It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Recktenwald. This is David Stroud.
Good morning, good morning. How are you, sir?
Well, you know, it's Friday.
Yes, which means nothing to us.
Which means absolutely nothing. Yeah, in fact, my day will start earlier tomorrow than it did today. But, however, at least we have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that is true. Glad to be here.
You know, unemployment is one of them things that really doesn't exist. I mean, it really doesn't. Think about it. All the help wanted signs around Mountain Home, Baxter County.
Right.
And then they say, well, I can't find a job.
Yeah.
If you can't find a job, you just don't want a job.
No, you're not really looking.
No.
That's true, because there is help wanted signs everywhere. A friend of mine, his son is looking to get his first job, and he applied over at Wendy's, and they said that they are desperate for good help. Desperate.
But we can't use you.
Oh no! He'll most. I mean, it's going to be his first job, so
right.
Of course they probably got to confer to the manager, but I'm sure he'll get the job because they're desperate. And it's true. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on Wendy's or anything, but you could tell that they need help, and it's not their fault. They're trying to get people hired. Mm-hmm. People just aren't applying, and that's happening everywhere.
It's a strange world we live in these days.
Yes, it is. Yep, people got used to that government money.
What was your first job?
Working for my dad, detailing cars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How'd you get paid?
Cash, weekly.
Very weekly or pretty good?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I mean every week he paid me.
No, I mean dollar-wise. You know, the old saying is, yeah, I get paid weekly. Very weekly, like not much money.
Oh no, actually it wasn't bad. I mean, I did it after school and on Saturdays. So I put in some good hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your first adult job?
Well, it's always been the car lot. I mean, until Dad and I got mad at each other, I'd say outside of my dad's business was car care.
Really?
Working for car care, cleaning cars. But I also worked for a Mountain Muffler that's now a church.
Sure.
Over there
C3
down for
church,
Jim
yeah.
Brown. Yeah. And I would load the back of the trucks with a steel pipe. Some of them have that oil all over it, so don't wear a shirt you like, because you'd grab all them pipes up and have them leaned up against you to load them into the back of the truck. And then I went to I can't remember, something Enterprise, KT Enterprises, where they made fishing lures.
Okay.
And that was out on 5 North past Guy King. They're on the right after the corner,
sure.
Ideal RV. And other than that, I did a summer for a guy building decks and vinyl siding. My dad told me to go do that. He said, go do something different for a summer. And so we traveled around Arkansas and did that. But mainly 26 years in the car business.
There you go. Let's take some time and go to the Lord in some prayer, give some thanks. Our prayer is brought to you each morning by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. With all our respect, is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. Renata Jenkins-Byler and her staff all across the state with 29 locations to serve you. One in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, the morning prayer. Lord, it is a day we just give thanks. We thank you for what you do for us in our daily lives and the friendships that we have, our acquaintances that we have, and things that you do that we don't recognize, but we know that you're in control of. Lord, we just give you thanks for even this hot weather, Lord. There's a reason behind why it's been so hot for so long, but only you know the true reason, and we give you thanks for that. We know you are in control. Lord, we just pray for people that have been stricken with a cancer. That strikes home personal with me. I've got some family and loved ones that are dealing with it in a big way, and I thank you for that, because I feel that it's going to bring their families tighter and closer together as they deal with this. But I just hope that your will be done, and however it turns out. But through all things we must give thanks, and that's what I'm doing this morning. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, 29 locations serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. If you don't know where they are, take a trip up Highway 5 North. Look for the biggest American flag you've seen in a long time. Turn right, you're in their parking lot. Go see them, go talk to them about pre-planning, and get things taken care of. And because you never know when you're going to go.
Exactly.
That should be the motto. You never know when
Right.
you're going to go.
Sometimes I wonder, is today my last day? Because you don't know.
Depends on who you run into. And I mean run into. No.
Yeah.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, we appreciate their support. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We're going to get a word from the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zdora.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Have you ever felt abandoned?
Yes. I've been there.
Don't feel abandoned. Call Bob and Linda Zdora, 870-405-0793. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. And if you'll go there, click on live views, this is what you can see.
Boom.
Nice.
It just went. I mean, right when I clicked the button. So we'll go to your favorite shot.
We'll go to my shot first. And
Yes.
and the reason I like this shot so much, Dave, is because you can actually see the water moving.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no chance if you think it's a still shot. This is the White River at Carter, Arkansas.
Here we go.
And it will click to the main. This is the main shot that we like to see every morning. Just a great shot of the White River, the city of Carter. What you're looking at is from Marion County, Arkansas, back into Baxter County, Arkansas, the city of Carter, with the old Rainbow Bridge off to the left, the baseball fields, and the Railroad Museum. They're almost center. Contractors Trust is way off to the right. The old Witch's Hat Water Tower is at 1 o'clock, and the horizon into Missouri is about 11 o'clock. There is a knob, a hill, a whatever mountain, whatever you want to call it, way, way out there, and that is in Missouri.
Scooter Hill.
The Scooter Hill. What the hill, Scooter?
Here, I'm going to go to this one. This is cool.
Well, that is a nice shot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and again, you can see the water moving as the sun glistens upon it. Just a great shot. We call this God's country here in north central Arkansas. You probably can't get your hands on this particular piece, but they'll do their best to get you something as close to it as they can.
Similar, yes.
Bob and Linda Zdora, 870-405-0793 is the number. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. I always say that they're busy, but never too busy to deal with someone new to help you meet your real estate needs and dreams. So, well, that's a good shot too.
Yeah, it is.
I bet that's really nice without all the haze on it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperatures around the area, Mountain Home is 70, which my car says it's 77, so something's not right. Harrison is 68, Batesville 74, Yellville 70, Marshall 68, Salem 76, Mountain View 68, Calico Rock 70, West Plains, Missouri 76, Springfield, Missouri 68, Poplar Bluff 70, St. Louis, Missouri is 70 as well. Take a look at the radar.
Radar gun.
Radar. The whole USA has very, very little rain in it.
Been like that now for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
froze
there's
up
been
here.
some storms go through, but for the most part, not bad.
Yeah, I need to look it up and see how many days consecutive we've had over 95 plus. Even 100 plus, we've had a lot of days that way. Not a whole lot of rain anywhere, some up in Iowa, a little bit in Nebraska. We're going to zoom back into the state of Arkansas and get it centered back in. Not a whole lot happening there. It's like it just stops and dissipates right at the line, no matter where it's coming from.
Don't you love that?
Very, very clear in the state of Arkansas. Not a whole lot of rain in the forecast. Let's go on to the weather advisories. We are not currently sitting in a heat advisory, but I'm not sure what constitutes the need for a heat advisory.
Right.
It's going to be 100 degrees plus today.
101.
What happened to the advisory?
How is that not a heat advisory?
Because it's becoming the norm,
Yes.
maybe.
Right.
The whole state of Missouri, a good portion of Oklahoma, a whole bunch of Kansas, the whole southern half of Illinois are all under a heat advisory. And now there's no excessive heat advisories in our area, which is
Excessive heat is now 111. Right.
anything over 110.
Anything over 110
Who
is
knows?
excessive.
The 7-day forecast looks like this. Today, hot. That'll be all.
That's all it is. Hot. It's no longer excessively hot. It's no longer an advised. Yeah.
Yep,
It's
just hot. High today 101. Low tonight 73. Tomorrow, hot. High 101. Saturday night, low 76. Sunday, hot 101. I'm seeing a pattern here.
Right.
Sunday night, 20% chance, slight chance of thunderstorms. Low of 77. Monday, during the day, chance of thunderstorms at 30%, high of 98. Low Monday night of 76. Tuesday, 20% slight chance of 20% thunderstorms, high of 98.
I think they're saying there's a chance.
There might be a chance. I think they just do that, you know? I
know,
think they just put that in there.
Just in case.
It's the carrot in front of the horse.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Tuesday of next week, it looks like it's going to be 98, chance of a little bit of rain. Same thing on Wednesday, same thing on Thursday. But looky here. Mostly sunny on Thursday, high near 93.
So it's going down.
It's a big swing.
Yeah, from 108 the other day to 93.
Tree pollen, none today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Grass is low today, moderate tomorrow, and moderate on Sunday. That's because folks will be out there whacking the weeds. Ragweed, none, none, and none. Lake levels, 562.36 at Norfolk, which is 10.36 above full pool. They are currently generating 1. Bull Shoals is back up to generating 8 with the lake level 672.11, which is 13.11 above full pool of 659. The number to call to check on the lake levels in the generation is 870-431-5311. Give them a call, but like they'll tell you, do not count on that as being accurate because those numbers can change. The most they can generate is 8.
Right.
But
I wonder what made them do 5.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's something going on with the dam, and they just need.
They
to
may have
shut
been
down
working
3.
on one or something, but
Yeah.
give them a call. Don't rely on that to be safe water conditions because you never know, a branch may fall in. You just don't have an idea what's going on there. But whatever you do, make sure you've got your life jackets and all your things for safety with you because we want you safe on our rivers for sure.
That's right.
That is the weather and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. Go check out all the MLS listings. Not only will they be Century 21 or Z-Team listings, they will also be everything that's in the MLS you can access there. It's going to have the most up-to-date versus what you'll see on Trillia or Zillow. The MLS will have what you need to try to get you bought into your new home, business, or farm. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We're going to come back and talk about just a few things that's going around in our area, and we'll be back in just a moment.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
We're back. This is the morning show on XL7-TV. Let's take a look at a few things that are going on around Mountain Home. The Mountain Home Christian Academy has a new principal. That's exciting news for them, for sure. Miss Alicia Sinkowski has been chosen as the new principal of the Mountain Home Christian Academy. She retired in December of last year after 29 years of service to the Mountain Home Public School District. She's a registered nurse, a licensed educator. She began her career in the public schools as a nurse for Nelson Wilkes Heron. Then she went on to Mountain Home Junior High and then the high school before transitioning into teaching. She was the medical internship instructor at Mountain Home High School over at Baxter Regional Medical Center, and she led the Health and Human Services Academy here for Mountain Home. She is very excited about being the new principal over at the Christian Academy. That's really good.
She sounds great.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Very accomplished.
She is married to Ron Shinskowski. They've been married for over 30 years, and they have 2 children and 1 granddaughter. So congratulations to Alicia, and they'll start their first school, she'll start her first day at the Christian Academy on August 1. So congratulations to her. I know that that'll be a blessing for both them at the Christian Academy and for her and Ron as well, because it's a different environment at the Christian Academy.
Yeah.
And let's see, do we have anything else that was positive that we can talk about?
I know, right? It's hard to find nowadays, isn't it?
I know the Mountain Home City Council met last night, and they walked through all the details to get the $5,000 stipend to all the full-time police officers. And as a citizen of Mountain Home, but also a father of a police officer that works for the city, that's greatly appreciated. I'm glad that money came to those guys that worked through the COVID.
Definitely.
Gasville did the same thing. It was something that was given out of the taxpayers of the state's money, given back to the community. So it's a state-funded thing. It's not something that had to come out of the city budget. And it's COVID relief money, I'm pretty sure, come from the feds.
Right.
But, you know, it's a great thing to know that somebody's thinking about these guys, because I don't care how sick they were, unless your doctor told you had to stay home, you had to be at work.
Right.
You know, so it's a good thing. Greatly appreciated. Mountain Home will host a Junior Elite Volleyball Academy. Let's find out when that starts real quick. The cost is $40, and that starts, it's going to be August 8th and 9th at Bomber Gymnasium. Get a hold of Coach Jill Daves at 425-1215 or jilldaves@mhbombers.com. One last thing I want to mention is the American Legion locker room team is still alive in the state tournament. They play today at 2:30.
Good for them.
It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. After this commercial break, you're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora of the Z team from Century 21 LeMac Realty here at Mountain Home. If you don't know where they're located, it's right across the street from the McDonald's, under the Golden Arches.
That's right. That's right.
How's Mr. Z?
Good, good.
That's good.
Keeping busy.
You know, they used to always say, if you ever want a successful business, make sure you're planted under the Golden Arches.
We're close enough. We're close enough to it. Yes, we are. We get some of the shadow, some of the glow from the Golden Arches. That's right.
It's unbelievable how that business started and has carried on over the last 50 years, 60.
Yeah,
60 years probably.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, you know, they're in the same thing. They're both in the people business and trying to help people with their day-to-day lives, and one's good for your belly, one's good for your pocketbook for some, and it's just kind of, you know, it's what it is.
Or both on both.
Or both on both, that's right. That's
Absolutely.
right. Yeah.
The real estate business is something that people don't understand. It's like your new little clip goes. It's more than just show you how, sell you how, see you later.
Yeah.
It's a relationship that gets built. Sometimes it's a long term, sometimes it's a short term, but it's still a relationship that gets built between the agent or agents and the buyer and or both the seller.
Sure, sure.
And those things flourish and continue on. Do you remember the first house that you sold when you got involved?
I do. The first one, I can take you to the first one I listed, the first one we sold. We had the buyer for. Yeah.
Are you still friends with the people that?
No, I haven't seen them. That house has sold a couple of times.
Several.
Yeah, she's moved on to other things. It was a older woman who was just you know, looking to move next phase of her life, and it was very satisfying. It's like, okay, that's why we're going to do this.
Baxter Regional Medical Center lays claim to being the largest employer in Baxter County.
Yeah.
Which is very true.
Yep.
Baxter Healthcare lays claim to being the second largest overall, but the largest facility, which is also true. But the real estate industry in Baxter County, I would contend, turns more dollars in annually than a lot of other businesses.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you just talk about the buying and selling of real estate in our MLS area, that's a huge number, and we'll get to those numbers here in a little bit. Annually, that is a big number. But what people need to realize is that number after a home is sold, how many other local businesses are affected by that home sale?
Sure. And within the national economy, real estate is the largest motor within the economy. There's more dollars that are turned more often from real estate transactions, residential, commercial, everything else. And the number of times carpets, flooring, drywallers, new bathrooms, new kitchens, paint, roofs, gutter guards, landscaping, movers, closing companies, banks,
insurance.
All insurance. I mean, the number of things that are affected by the real estate market it's amazing. And it is the biggest driver of the national economy. That was why when the mortgage bubble burst, the whole economy went in the dump because of that, because there's so many things are involved in that. And you don't think about it on a day-to-day basis, but if you take a look and see how many different things are affected by real estate. The new dishware, washers, dryers. I mean, we could go for
cause and effect.
An hour here. Yeah.
The cause and effect of a home being listed and sold just goes on. The ripple effect just goes on. And
it does.
On and on and on.
It does indeed. And Baxter can't say that, and the other Baxter can't say that, because it's just not that type of business.
Right.
Our type of business
paycheck on Friday, come back to work on Monday.
Right.
Paycheck on Friday, come back to work on
Monday.
Monday.
And the difference in the employees, but as far as the actual business and the economic feel for that is amazing. Just amazing.
Now, please don't take anything against those two employers, because we're grateful to have them here.
Yes, we are.
And the dollars
that's what helps to bring people in who buy the houses that gets all this going.
Exactly right. The turnover, the turn of the dollar, like I was talking to Danny Pugsley from the chamber about, how many times does a dollar turn over before it finally lands in the bank? Well, when you buy or sell a home, how many times are those numbers turned over before the home gets completely remodeled or refurbished or whatever they're doing, get the new furniture in, the new appliances like you were talking about.
And times that they pop in and out of that bank.
Right.
It goes in for this guy, and this guy takes it out because they're going to use it for something else, and then, okay, it goes back in from that vendor. They take it out for something else.
It would
So
be
it's an
amazing
ongoing.
if you could take a $100 bill and mark it some way and track it just for a week
Yeah.
to see how many different businesses that one $100 bill, or a 20, even a 20,
Yeah.
would float between different businesses and different banks in a week's time.
Sure. And that's
But
what, what you're getting here.
Exactly right. And that's what keeps our economy and our way of life going, is the
Oh, yeah.
transactions done not only in real estate, but local business. You always preach local banks, local banks, local banks. Doing business with an internet bank or an internet service benefits this area very, very little.
Not at all. I mean, it allows you to make your purchase maybe, but that's it. It doesn't put uniforms on the baseball team. It doesn't put food over at the food pantry. It doesn't do anything. They don't care. Mountain what?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything.
Local business, local business, local business.
Exactly.
If you need to branch out from a local business, such in the real estate business, deal with somebody that's nationally known, such as a Century 21,
Yep.
that can give you a referral by someone that's been screened and checked, and they know they're not going to be part of this network if they're not good.
Right. Or if you are, you're not going to get a referral from us because we can see, with being the 3-time President Award winners and the different accolades we've received over time. One, we know people, and 2, people know us. And if we can kind of see like the back of the house, see what agents have done, see what their career path has been. Same way, award winners, things like that. So if we have an elderly couple that's going to sell their house here and move someplace, we're going to put them with someone a little more mature who understands that they may not text quite as quickly as you do, and they may not Twitter and do this, that, and the other thing. Doesn't make any sense to put them with a 21-year-old agent who's getting started. That's not what they need. So being able to do that and being able to kind of go through and see what's best for our clients that are leaving, that's very satisfying. And we get the same thing. We're doing a referral that I'm going to take the money in this morning. We're going to pay someone a referral who sent some people to us from out of state, and that's what she sent them on. She sent them on our reputation and our, go to the website, take a look. Oh, okay, yeah, these are the people you want.
And it's not, here you go, see it at the closing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's right.
Hey, let's look at some numbers real quick.
This week in real estate, come back to me. There you go. Even get the right date on here. There were 51 new listings came on the market, 4 commercial properties, 10 parcels of land, 37 homes came on the market, ranging in price from $89,000 to $1 million. The 3 of those are taking backups. There were 38 sales, 1 commercial property, 8 parcels of land, 29 homes sold. They range in price from $49,000 to $485,000. The average sale price this week was $215,000 with 89 days on market, but still $6.2 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 13 properties expired. 36 had price changes. I mean, we're seeing that number working their way up because that's the only way you can get people through the door sometimes is drop the price, adjust, because they're not qualified for as much as they were 6 months ago. I mean, 2-point difference in interest rates has made a difference in how much in people's spendable income. It's really starting.
And something has to give. We know the interest rates aren't giving. We know the viability, if that's a word, isn't giving. So the obvious one that has to give is the price of the home.
Right, exactly, Bob. And that's what we're seeing. People are trying to get ahead of it. I don't want to be here because if it gets, you got to worry about the brain surgeons that are running Washington, and you don't know what's going to happen. So if you want to move to the next phase of your life, then that's really where you need to be. You need to be thinking, what's going to be best for us? I said during the last recession, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. If you're trying to get to be with the grandkids, if you're trying to move to that next phase, and you don't, that's time that you're losing there. And you can make more money in that. You can change your lifestyle a little bit. It's more difficult with inflation, obviously, but it can be done. And you can live the life that you're trying to live. Or you can sit in the house here, be, if not miserable, because there are much worse places to be, but not have that satisfaction of doing what it is you want to do. And that's your decision, but it's an important decision and something that you need to keep in mind. So it's 78 pending, and we had been at 105 just a couple weeks ago. So some of those houses they're finally coming off. Currently, there are 224 homes on MLS, so we're up 8 from last week. Year-to-date comparison sales for this year, there's been 669 homes have sold for $147 million. Average sale price of $220,000 with 85 days on market. Last year, there had been 699 homes that sold. They all run together there. 699 homes that sold for $135 million. The average sale price last year was $193 with 95 days on market. That average price is going up every week, and the time on market is coming down every week for last year. So as we see that, the market was picking up. It's up this year, and it's going to continue to be up as long as the other markets are doing well, are still selling homes, then we're still going to be good. We had a deal that we're trying to figure out what's going to be the best course of action here. People had come and they bought it with a contingency and talked to the agent, and we always follow up. It's not just we take your word for it that your agent says, I'll have this home sold in a week, we're under contract in a week. Well, it's been a month, and because of the price of it and the interest rates, it's going to affect some people. It's not going to affect everybody, but it's going to affect some.
30 more homes sold last year to date.
Yeah.
Compared to this year.
Yes, sir.
But there was a $12 million price difference between.
And that's that's an average thing over the course of the years. I mean, it wasn't the 12 million in that week.
Right.
Yeah. Well, just because people don't.
Sure. But it's just a big number.
Oh, it is. It is. And there's a big difference because there's a lot of big homes that have sold. And when you look at the average, the bigger thing is we look at the average price of 220 last year, 193 last year, 220 this year. Homes are selling. And that's why people are looking at getting their property tax statements, and they're going, what? But they're
it
up.
Is what it is.
I mean,
it just
the
is
value. Is the value up? I don't know, but the numbers that people are willing to pay is, and they're coming from other markets, and they don't particularly care.
That's what determines the value. Is what is somebody willing to pay for?
Exactly.
Right? Just the way it goes.
And that's what you run into at the equalization board. People go in and say, "Well, how did this come?" Well, because that's what you paid for it. That's how we determine the value of that house.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
How do they reach you?
Reach my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. We have a great search engine on there. We have all the MLS properties are on our website. Vision Amp did a great job with that, and we appreciate them. But retiredtoarkansas.net. Call my honey, 870-405-0793.
Give that number out so much every morning, your wife's going to start getting strange phone calls because even this morning I caught myself giving up
for something else.
Her number instead of mine.
Yeah, that could happen.
Did it at Orson's again just the other day, and my wife even looked at me and go, whose number
Who
is
that? Why do you know that number
Something
so
you
well?
want to tell me?
Yeah.
Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realtors here in Mountain Home, Arkansas, across the street from McDonald's. Yeah. If you need anything in the real estate world, give them a call. Realtors you could recommend to a friend. I always say they're busy, but never too busy to meet a new customer and help you meet your needs in the real estate world. They bring us a shot of the White River every morning, which is just beautiful. You'll never buy that shot, by the way, but they'll help you find one the best they can.
Yes, indeed.
Mr. Zdora, thank you for joining us each and every week. We appreciate our time together.
See you next week.
Thank you much. We'll be back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for XL7 Sports. Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's almost time to say football Friday, but right now we'll just say XL7 Sports.
It's close enough.
This morning, my guest is the Mountain Home head bomber, Steve Airy, and Clay Patterson from Mountain Home Gridiron Club. Gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to join me this morning. It's time to start talking football. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely that time. Coach Airy, you've been dealing with some team camps for the last couple of weeks. How have those been going?
They've been going pretty well. We thought it up last week, had 3 teams come into Mountain Home. Kids, we played well. We've been to Branson the last 2 days, but we're trying to take these last 3 weeks of the summer and make sure we're getting some padded stuff in. Been in shorts and helmet all summer, and you don't get to get much done in shorts and helmet.
When you go to a team camp, like you were at one yesterday and the day before, where was that at?
It was at Branson.
Branson. So you take your team to Branson. Do they go full pads or just helmets and shoulder pads?
We did helmet and shoulder pads, and most Missouri schools pad up.
Well, I was going to say, I visited the one.
Is that you can't pad up.
Okay.
Completely.
I visited the one y'all had here that you hosted, and you had some school. Mountain Grove, I think, was here. West Plains, maybe. Yeovil was over here. And I noticed that half the teams didn't have pads on, pants on, padded pants on. And I was wondering what the difference was. If the Missouri schools can, but the Arkansas schools can't.
Yeah, it's just straight state regulation. Yep, it's law.
How many kids are you bringing to those camps?
35-ish.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's good. Historically, they started doing those 7-on-7 games. Do you play those?
We did. We played some in June, and I like them a little bit, but I would rather have the team aspect because 7-on-7 is just, I don't know. I think probably the defense gets more work than the offense because you can work on coverage off.
Right.
Offensively, you see 1 or 2 coverages. You don't see a true alignment, what you're going to get on Friday. So I like the team. I like the team atmosphere a lot better, and everybody's getting work in, not just the skills.
Not just the skilled players.
Mm-hmm.
Several of the teams are going to 8-man ball, which to me, I can understand it as a feeder to 11-man, but I don't understand a big school trying to go back down to an 8-man. What's your thoughts on 8-man football?
I think it's good. I think every kid needs an avenue for football. I love football. So, I don't know whether those guys are getting their brains beat out at the Class 1 level or if they're fighting numbers or their enrollment's the bottom of Class 1. But there's a reason why they're dropping down. But I think 8-man football is a good game.
Have you watched much of it?
It's better than nothing. No, I haven't.
ICC is going to have an 8-man.
Is it Van Der Rosch from the Cowboys, linebacker from the Cowboys?
Yeah.
That was
Leighton Van Der Esch.
Yeah.
He was an 8-man
Out of
football
Idaho,
player.
yeah.
So I know it doesn't get the recognition that 11-man gets, but I still think it's a form of football and kids need football.
ICC, Izzard County Consolidated, they will be playing their first game of football this year. Their intentions was to come out as an 8-man team and then slowly progress into an 11-man. I think their enrollment was enough that they could play 11-man, but because they'd already signed up to be an 8-man school, they're kind of stuck to the next cycle. I'm hoping to get over there and watch a couple of those. I'd like to see what 8-man's all about.
I would too. I think it's a fast game and they score a lot of points.
Be kind of exciting.
It would be. It'd be kind of like arena ball, just a different version.
Let's talk about our Bombers. We've got 35 that you've been taking to team camp. What kind of size we got? What's our offensive line look like?
We haven't had our offensive line with us all summer, but I think when the smoke settles, you'll see Sam Morton at left tackle. He's 6'7", 230.
Who's been offered?
Who's been offered by SAU and Evangel. He may have even got another offer. I know he's got those two.
Tech.
Tech is offered.
Yeah, Arkansas Tech offered Sam.
Yeah, they did. Brody Goodson has yet to suit up. He still has not been cleared from an ACL, but he was our left guard last year.
Yeah.
We're really excited that we might get him back. So, and Brody's about 5'9", 205. Right
Sticking
now,
dynamite though.
Yeah, he is all.
Kid's strong.
He's got
man.
a go button and it doesn't ever go switch to off. It's
Good.
go all the time. Right now we have a guy named Caleb Perdue snapping the ball for us. He's a big sophomore. He's probably 6'3", 250.
Well, he comes from big stock. His dad's a big old boy.
Caleb's a big boy right now, and I think he may even get a little bigger.
Nice.
Daniel Jones has transitioned from tight end to right guard. And we got Daniel's weight up. He's about 205.
That's nice.
And then Elijah Lag is at the right tackle, and Elijah has put on a bunch of weight. He's 6'2", 230-ish.
Put on weight or put on muscle? A good mix of both?
He's 230 pounds and a lot of muscle.
A lot of muscle. I know he's a stout lad.
Yep.
Good deal.
And then Dylan McBride and Robert Dover are both playing our tight end spots. Dylan's about 185 pounds, and Robert's 210-ish. So
it's looking good. And you're taking a trip with the Dozer today to go visit?
We're gonna go to Ouachita, and he's gonna do a football camp down there. And he's getting ready to get started on the recruiting trail. He's just gonna be a junior, but he's starting to get some calls. Just people asking him to come in and work out. So.
I forget that he's just a junior.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I forgot he was just a junior. How about your quarterback situation? Have you got a couple that's lined up to play there?
We have two fine quarterbacks. Brady Barnett is pretty much the guy. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's had a real good summer throwing the ball. He's extremely athletic, runs well, jumps well. Anybody who watches him run track knows that he's one of the more athletic kids in the state. You put the ball in his hands out there in camp, and he looks like one of the most athletic dudes on the field. So he's going to have a big year for us, because all those guys we just talked about on the offensive line, they were juniors last year. They're going to be seniors. So that'll be one of our strengths is our line play. I think. But Brady's had a nice summer.
How about your fullback?
Fullback Shane Rowden. We're in a two-back personnel. Not a lot, just some. And Shane's playing defensive tackle for us, and then he'll situationally play fullback for us, and then probably going to ask who the tailback is, and that would be Jacob Chenoweth.
Had to know that number. I hope he keeps the same number, because I'm going to be so confused if he changed from junior high to high school.
What did he wear last year?
23.
He's wearing 7 right now.
Oh, Lord, we got to change that.
But,
you got to be friendly to the announcer, Coach.
He's looked like a sophomore most of the summer, but the last 2 days he's looked like a junior. You know what I mean? He's really ran. Coach Ack was kind of concerned. Said, I don't think he's going to be able to run. I said, he's got it in him. We just got to get it out of him. in the last 2 days, he's manned up and looked like a man. So he's really had a good camp this week.
Last year we did a special presentation for XL7 Sports, did a broadcast of the Mountain Home Junior High versus West Memphis Wonder game. It was when Coach Taylor was in the hospital in St. Louis. Well, come to find out, he came home that day and he was able to watch the game on TV from home. And we're putting together a highlight reel, and I wanted to include, we did 2 games on TV for the junior high, and I wanted to include some of those highlights from those 2 junior high games. After the kickoff, first play of the game, Chenoweth down the right-hand side, touchdown Bombers. The kid can run.
He can run, and he ran physical yesterday. He was elusive, he was fast, he was physical. He was everything you wanted.
Exactly right.
We was really excited about his camp.
45 after the hour. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching XL7 Sports on the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville, close to Lake Norfolk.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for XL7 Sports. It's Football Friday, and we're talking about some preseason stuff with Coach Airy, and we've got Clay Patterson here from Mountain Home Gridiron Club. We've got a big event for the Gridiron Club coming up on August the 9th, or August the 6th. We got a big event for the school coming up on August the 9th, which is the millage increase. We got to talk about that next week. Coach Airy, we need to talk about your receivers.
Our receiving core is pretty deep. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but Jet Hannaford is a returning starter. We've not seen him much lately. He broke his hand. He's been in the cast, so he's not got to catch many balls. Anthony Milburn has really blossomed over the last year. Dylan Drury obviously is going to be a weapon for us. Tristan Hayes is going to come in. He can run and give us just a little bit of speed. And Blake Bentley will be back.
How's Blake doing?
He received some type of shot or something last week, and they're going to try that and see if he's
helps that out.
Came out. He was in camp and didn't get many looks, but anyway, he's back, so he's going to start trying to get back into the system.
Let's talk about your defense.
Defensive line is probably going to be our strength. We have Robert Dover back. Elijah Lag is going to be helping. Sam Morton is going to spot play.
Okay. So
there's 3 large bodies right there. And then Cody Ellenbaugh and Shane Rodden will be anchoring the middle. And Cody's up about 205, 210. Shane's 230, 240, right in that window. Inside linebackers are a little small. Justin Rula's My middle linebacker at 160 pounds.
He's got some tenacity to him.
He's got some tenacity to him. Ty Hanford and Isaiah Berry are working the will linebacker, rotating right now, and they're both about 170. Cade Yates and Dylan Drury are playing the safeties. And Tristan's the lone corner back there. He's a starter that's coming back. Yates comes back as a starter. Drury's played a lot of defense last he started playing a little bit of senior year back there. And then we're trying to find a right corner right now, but it's kind of up for grabs. Brady Lance, Christian Cruz.
Christian Cruz played some nice ninth grade ball last year.
Yeah.
Sure did.
And Talent Stevens. Talent Stevens is challenging for a starting job on offense as well as a receiver. But,
Coach, you mentioned you had two quarterbacks, but we only mentioned one name. Who's the other one?
Cade Yates.
Cade Yates. Mm-hmm. Okay. How about special teams? How are we looking for a punter?
The kicking game is always important, but Jack Shaner is back. He's been our kicker the last 2 years, so he'll be a 3-year starter there at kicker as of right now. And then we have two fine punters in Dylan McBride and Brady Barnett. I think they split about 50-50 last year. Dylan takes the ball deep, and Brady's a little better spotting the ball on the sideline in the rugby punt that we do.
That's looking pretty good then.
So we really like our punters. Yeah, they do a good job of field position for us.
It's a good deal. We're going to be opening up the season on August 19th against Jonesboro Hurricane for the benefit game, which is also going to be Bomber Fest. It's going to be an exciting time. But before that, what we've got going on August the 6th is the Mountain Home Gridiron Club's steak dinner and auction, which benefits the whole program, not just the high school. It benefits the whole program from 7 through 12. And it's a good fundraising arm for that. It helps cover things that the school budget does not. And Clay Patterson's here. We're going to talk a little bit with Clay about the Gridiron Club and what's going on with this steak dinner. Thanks for joining us, sir.
You bet. We're getting close.
Getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Still open for auction items?
Oh, yes, sir. Always.
If you want to make an auction item donation, give me a call at 870, and I don't give my number out a lot, but I will for this cause, 870-404-2438, and I gave my number and not somebody else's. That's a good thing. Give me a call. I'll be glad to let you know what's going on and how you can help. We need some big ticket items, some things that will bring some dollars in, get this going. This is one of the best things that Mountain Home has done in a long time as far as helping with a group. The Gridiron Club's really stepped up and makes that happen.
Yeah, it's been really outstanding. And the first year we didn't necessarily know what our expectations were, but once we cleared the first year, we kind of knew where the bar was at. Last year was an outstanding year, and of course we always want to set the bar a little higher. I don't know how high we can go, but we're gonna
we'll try it.
We're gonna give it a good college try anyway. But no, it's good. This year we're doing it at the shed.
The most exciting thing you just said was this year it's at the shed, because at the shed is air conditioning.
It's air conditioning.
And that air conditioning is no sweat. And guess what? The only one's going to be sweating is the cooks.
The guys standing over the cooker. That's right.
And I'll be glad to bring them water, but I'm not cooking with them.
Me too. I'll stick my head out the door and
hey, it's nice out there.
Make sure they're doing all right.
You bet.
Yeah. Previous to the event, we're having this year's brand new. They're doing a happy hour for VIP tickets or whatever, and but that's kind of it's part of the event, but it's completely separate as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it previous to the event, so let everybody know there's going to be no football players, cheerleaders, dance team, any of that's going to be involved with the happy hour.
Yeah, and they need to understand also, this is not a school-sponsored event. This is a private organization called the Mountain Home Gridiron Club.
Right.
It's putting this on as a fundraiser for the football program.
Correct.
It's not controlled. It's not run. The monies do funnel back to the football program, but this is something put on by a private organization called the Mountain Home Gridiron Club.
Yeah. And during the happy hour, we're going to have all the players, everybody in training in a separate part of the building. So, the kids aren't ever going to be around any of that.
It's not like they've never been around it anyway.
Well, that's true. And keep them separate anyway, just because a teenage.
Just the way it needs to be.
You give the opportunity to a teenage boy, he's going to do something stupid.
Been there, done that.
I've got one at home.
You got one.
I've got one.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. The VIP, the VIP ticket is $40. Gets you your steak dinner, gives you access to the auction, but it also gives you early access to the auction items.
Mm-hmm.
Some items will have a buy it now on it strictly for the VIP people.
Right.
It gives you some hors d'oeuvres and give you a couple of drinks to go before your meal. None of those drinks will be allowed into the dining area when the meal is served. That's from what I understand. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And again, they have done a great job selling corporate tables. I don't think we can sell anymore.
You know, we're trying to figure that out right now. One of the things we have to do is make the tickets available to the parents of the football players. We're going to do that today. I actually had to talk to Coach Harry about that, get it sent out on Remind. But we got to do that. As of right now, we're kind of on standstill with corporate tables. We need to make sure that we give the opportunity to the parents to buy tickets. And then we'll move forward from there.
It's an exciting thing, Coach Harry. I think you brought this idea to Bomber football, and boy, we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a really good thing, and a lot of other teams and people that I know have adopted the same format. It's spreading like wildfire, but it's a good community builder. It's a good team builder. It's a good fundraiser. It's just good for football and the town town enjoys football.
And it gives you awareness that, hey, football's about to start, and it's an exciting thing. Clay, how does somebody join the Mountain Home Gridiron Club?
Well, as of right now, they need to get in touch with Susan Stockton. And I think we're going to have some forums and different things like that at the steak dinner. We'll have a table set up for the Gridiron Club.
That'd be good. You can get one of those fancy shirts. I'm sure the color will change this year.
Yeah, probably.
Go from blue to something else. And last year, I think the blue one was last year. Year before
was gray.
A gray,
I think.
Gray one.
Yeah.
I wear those to mow every day. So, yeah, it's a good time. The Mountain Home Gridiron Club. If you're not a member, if you're a parent of a student athlete that plays Bomber football, you need to be a member of this organization. It's the fundraiser arm that helps get things like concussion pads to put on the outside of the helmets for the players. There's several things that they've helped you get, Coach. What are a few things that they've helped you with?
We've upgraded. We've thrown some at our trainers in their training facility to work on our athletes. So we've thrown some in the weight room. Would be med balls or bars or. We've done a lot. We're trying to upgrade our weight room and get it up to date. We use it to take care of our kids too. The way we travel and as much food as we need, drinks, snacks, post-game meals, pre-game meals, we're always, the kids are taken care of, you know. And I don't know how the athletic programs don't just bury the school as much and as far as they have to drive. It's really going to get tight with the gas prices and
yeah,
and
it's
inflation.
a lot of Mountain Home does a lot of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But it does. It helps take care of our kids. I think last week we gave Coach Taylor's FCA bunch, which is our athletes.
Mm-hmm.
We fed them pizza one day last week, and we give it out there a little bit and try to take care of everybody a little bit. It's
share and share alike.
I think it's junior high. Our 7th and 8th graders have both received new uniforms in the 2 years we've done it.
Right.
They was needing to get an upgrade. Look like Raggedy Ann's a little bit, and we look good.
The old redheaded stepchild.
We're trying to develop some pride and get on the same page with everybody else. So hey, the money's well used. It's spent on the kids, and it's going in a lot of different directions. So it's appreciated, and we got a lot of good people in Mountain Home for sure.
Absolutely. I appreciate everybody that helps me get this kicked off. I like to participate in this every year and do what I can, but it's a good thing to be able to call them up and say, hey, look, it's that time. I know. Okay, good. Don't just know about it. Do something about it. Yeah. Mountain Home Bomber football starts with the steak dinner and auction on August the 6th. August the 19th will be the benefit game against Jonesboro, which will also be Bomberfest. There's going to be a rib cook-off there, sponsored by First Security Bank and KTLO. It's going to be a good time had by one and all, and it's going to be more of a true game format. Need to wrap things up here. Thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
One quick.
I forgot Maddox Carney, my man at Strong Safety. He's done a fantastic job. I missed one guy.
We got to go.
Can't live with myself.
We'll see you Monday.